The first impression a military traveler gets on approach to a gateway terminal is that MAC operates a lot like all the commercial airlines.
We act as an agent for Department of Defense, much like a travel agency would charter a aircraft to move a certain group from one point to another.
Because MAC gateways are now located in 5 major U.S. airports, military travelers no longer ride to distant military bases to board MAC charter flights. Transferring from commercial carriers to MAC now means only a short walk across the terminal.
The military traveler will arrive here, we'll process him in based upon his reservation, and we'll assign him a seat, check his bags, we'll send him to the gate and board him on his way to his new assignment.
The commercial gateways also include a military air traffic coordinating unit, or MATQ.
We can interface between the individual service member and the commercial carrier if there's any problems.
The MATQs can also issue government travel requests or MAC travel authorizations for duty travelers. Recently, many of the passenger service functions at the MAC gateways were turned over to contract employees.
We've accomplished our goal in making the transition from blue suit check-in to civilian contractor check-in very well, and it's been a success here.
Philadelphia isn't the only place you'll find MAC alongside the commercial airlines. They also operate gateways at Oakland, Los Angeles, St. Louis, and Charleston that offer the same services. Navy journalist Steve Pitruzzello, AFRTS, at Philadelphia International Airport.
Military travelers waiting for a MAC charter flight overseas. They assume their plane will be clean and safe, the meals wholesome. But MAC inspectors don't assume, they check before every overseas flight from the United States. Maintenance specialists do a thorough pre-flight of the plane's systems.
Well, we're really looking to try to find something to keep a higher level of safety. It's a general check of the whole aircraft. Occasionally we do find loose or missing fasteners, cuts on the tires, worn tires, and some leaks, hydraulic oil. Most things, though, can be fixed right on the spot when we bring it to their attention.
Down here on the ramp, Sergeants Charles Harris and Mark Benoit assure the airplane is safe to fly. Up in the cabin, Sergeant Ken Blaylock is making sure the carrier is providing all the comfort items required by the contract.
29E and 18D.
2 seats with soiled cushions. The airline will replace them before passengers come aboard. In the lower-level galley, Sergeant Blaylock is joined by Hospitalman 3rd Class Stephen Carter, a preventive medicine inspector from the Philadelphia Naval Hospital.
Other one's chicken and green beans.
Pillows are counted, and blankets. The contract requires a certain number. The movie must work, and there must be a specific number of current weekly and monthly magazines. As the passengers board and the plane is pushed away from the gate, the inspectors complete the paperwork, knowing the passengers are traveling in a safe, comfortable airplane that meets or exceeds the standards of any commercial airline. Warren Lee, AFRTS, Philadelphia International Airport.
USO airport centers, like this one located right behind the Military Airlift Command check-in counter at Philadelphia International Airport, work very hard at serving DoD travelers. Whenever possible, improvements are made to the centers. This summer, for example, the USO airport centers at Frankfurt International Airport in Germany and the MAC terminal at Clark Air Base in the Philippines are being renovated. They'll reopen later this year with new looks and new facilities.
We're always obviously looking to keep up to date, keep our services new and clean and impressive looking, and we think we're being very successful at that.
McCarthy says the USO airport centers usually offer at least a TV room, refreshments, local travel information, and a haven from airport hustle and bustle.
Just a place to go to relax while they're waiting to make a connection to a flight.
USO airport centers overseas depend heavily on the support they get from the Overseas Combined Federal Campaign.
And we look forward to that, and we appreciate that support from the American military around the world. And in turn, we take the support that comes from the CFC and we put it right back into the services that we're offering overseas.
In addition to its airport centers, USO operates 140 family, community, and fleet centers serving 5 million service members and their families. This worldwide mission is accomplished by a cadre of 700 paid staff and an army of 20,000 volunteers. Navy journalist Steve Pitruzzello, AFRTS, Philadelphia International Airport. Many military travelers arrive from overseas without reservations to their final destination and purchase tickets here in the States. Military Airlift Command agents say travelers should buy those tickets ahead of time while still overseas.
The tickets are generally cheaper when you purchase them in advance, and that'll reduce costs to the military traveler.
Many travelers take more time in customs than they need to because they fail to complete the customs declaration form on the airplane before landing.
And this holds them up because we get one for them and make them fill it out on the spot.
Inspector Finley cautions travelers not to try to beat the system.
And those who feel that they're going to get away with something should think twice, because if they get caught, then they pay the severe penalty.
This summer, all the airlines began cracking down on excess cabin baggage.
The overhead compartment. If items will not fit, please check.
There's been a new focus on passenger hand-carried baggage. If it can't fit under the seat, it has to be checked.
The MAC commercial gateway operations have changed over the years and will continue to change.
We're always looking for ways to improve the service to the traveler.
Although international travel isn't always easy, the commercial gateways have brought together in one place several agencies that made travel simpler for almost 700,000 military members and their families last year. Navy journalist Steve Pitruzzello, AFRTS, at Philadelphia International Airport.